Hey guys, I'm Charlie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you about the 6 reasons why you should hire an interior designer. The first reason that you should hire an interior designer is that we can have a true understanding of your space and foresee the challenges ahead. Now, when I say challenges, this is something that comes across in every project, no matter how small or big. Whether I'm designing a 12 by 12 room, or if we're designing a whole house or an entire property. Whether it is that you don't foresee your flooring is going to work with your wall color, or if it's that your materials that you've selected don't work in a cohesive way and they actually end up fighting with each other when the final palette is selected. This can also be in terms of floor plan. Floor plan is a huge place to find design challenges. Where you're going to place your rooms, how they're going to work with each other. Is there enough room for everything? Did you forget about the pantry or the mudroom? Those are the kinds of challenges that we're going to see and that we're trained to find before you ever have to worry about that. The next reason why you should hire an interior designer is scale. Now, this is something that's a little bit more complex, and we will get to this down the road. I want to definitely dive deeper into the word scale and what that really means. But if you can imagine the word scale, it can often be interchanged with the word size. So that sofa is the wrong scale for this space, or that sofa is the wrong size for this space. So if you can imagine, scale is about the size of something, but it's also about how it is compared to something else within its parameters. For example, this piano is scaled to this room. It fits in this room, but maybe it would be too small for a hallway or foyer or something like that. So scale is something that as interior designers we like to play with, and we also know when not to play with it and when to just keep it to its true dimensions. For example, when you go to a very beautiful home that's been really well designed, you may see things that are out of scale to you, and that is something that catches your eye. So maybe it's an extra large mirror, or maybe it is a centerpiece that is a little bit different than something you're used to seeing. It's a little bit larger or smaller. Playing with scale is something that we as interior designers love to do, and it's something that I've noticed that my clients are a little bit more afraid to take part in on their own. The third reason is that we can give you a fresh look. This is something that seems simple, but I don't know if everybody really understands what this means. And it really comes down to giving you something that you maybe could not have come up with on your own, or that you maybe needed just a little bit of help with. With anything in life, getting a second pair of eyes never hurts. We can combine pieces and think of things that maybe you wouldn't have thought to do in the first place. So for example, if somebody says to me, I want to do a really modern space, that is super great. So that client maybe might on their own go out and buy all new modern furniture. Maybe they're searching on Pinterest and they're looking at modern designs. Well, as an interior designer, we know that there needs to be a balance of some new and old pieces, and that we need to study the furniture and the architecture to give you that truly curated modern look. This can be very overwhelming. Just like wedding planning or event planning or buying a house, it is a big job to decorate and design your home. And that's why I recommend that you hire a professional. This is something that I feel passionately about, because we want to take away all of those things that you don't want to do, and we want to do them for you, and we want to do them because we love it. And it's an overwhelming process. There are so many decisions to make. There are so many different color selections, finish selections, floor plan selections, so many different things that we need to think about, and it can be very overwhelming. And to be able to pass some of that on to a professional and let them take that off of your shoulders is so helpful. And I always feel confidently that you will end up loving it in the end. And if you have a good working relationship with your interior designer, that you will be happy to continue working with them as your style and your taste evolves and as you continue to live in your home. It's something that I think that you'll be very glad that you did. Interior designers pay attention to detail. This can be anything from the trim on the walls or on the wainscoting, as you can see, or drapery. Drapery is a small detail that a lot of clients I've noticed overlook. Window treatments in general, anything like the finishing touches, the way that the trim pieces look on a piece of furniture, or the way that the floors have a very specific gloss and grout line. Those kinds of things we really take into account. So we're looking at those very minute details that are going to make a big impact in the whole design. And finally, the sixth reason why you should hire an interior designer is the budget. Now, this might seem contradicting because hiring an interior designer does have a cost. Yes, definitely. You are going to pay a little bit more upfront for your interior designer, but the reason that I suggest this for everyone is because paying for that interior designer is going to give you your time back. I want to take a look at your investments for other craftsmen, and I can help lead you down this path, kind of like a financial advisor for your interior design project. I can look at lumber packages. I can also look at your cabinet drawings and sending those to the cabinet maker and getting those back, as well as different materials and things that you're getting quotes on that I can assist with, or any designer can assist with, and make sure that you're in budget and you're aligned with your project budget and also with the industry standards. So by spending a little bit more upfront for an interior designer, you're actually going to save tremendously. Time is money, and we want to give that back to you. So understanding the budget is very important, and we want to take this last and final step away so that you can have time to do other things. So these are my 6 reasons why I think you should hire an interior designer. Of course, I would love for you to hire me, and we can start this journey together wherever in the world that you are. That is all I have for tonight. I hope that you guys will choose to hire an interior designer, and maybe I'll get lucky and you'll get to hire me and we can work on a project together. So I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever it is in the world, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Additionally, learning how, no.